everyone, welcome back. It's been quite the hiatus from you guys. Anyways, this is my late review for The Book Thief. So The Book Thief is obviously based off of the book that came out, I don't know when. I know it was a big deal when I was in 8th grade. It's based off of the book, The Book Thief. And in 8th grade, a bunch of the honors English classes had read it, and some of my friends read it, and I kind of got the consensus that about half the people who read it loved it, and the other half hated it. So going into the movie, that's what I thought of the book. I was just like, well, the book could be so-so, I don't know. I'll never read it because I am not an avid reader at all. It just is not one of my passions, but obviously film is one of my passions. And going into the movie, I was excited. I wanted to see just a nice, just thought-provoking German Nazi era movie. I just wanted a nice little movie that I could smile at. Just like, oh yeah, that was good. That's what I wanted going into it. And did I get that? Yeah, I pretty much got that. So anyways, the story is basically about a young girl living in Nazi Germany who is taken away from her mother, and her little son, not her son, her little brother dies right in the beginning. He's not even important. And these two people adopt her. One of them is Geoffrey, who plays, obviously, the father, and he's a good character in the movie. He really relates to this young girl and helps her when she's in need, and he's just a really kind old man. And then his wife, who's a lot stricter, but she lightens up throughout the rest of the movie. I don't know the actress's name, but her character, obviously, was pretty good in the movie, and those are the two people that adopt her. You have a really kind old man and a really strict old woman. Anyways, what this girl does is she doesn't know how to read, and she gets made fun of for it. So what she does, she just gets this passion for reading, and she starts stealing books, and that's why it is called The Book Thief. And she just reads books after books after books. She has a dictionary thing going on in her basement, and then she's also hiding a Jew in the house. Obviously, that's more the parent situation, but she befriends this Jew that they're hiding, and the movie takes place over a span of 5 to 6 years. So a lot happens in the movie, and I was pretty impressed with the story. Obviously, I didn't know really a lot about the movie because I hadn't read the book, but I really liked what I saw. You see these terrible times in Germany, and you see that this little girl is able to, find friends and be able to have some happiness, even though it is minimal, in this time of struggle. So I thought the story was pretty good. The little girl, I don't know her name. Her character's name is Liesel. It's been like 2 weeks since I saw the movie at this point, but her name is Liesel, I believe, and she was really good. I haven't seen her in anything. She's definitely a newcomer. I wouldn't mind seeing her in any other things. In the upcoming future, Geoffrey as the father is also very good in the movie. You really buy into his character. I really liked his character. He was definitely the one that you cared about the most on screen. There was a little boy who lived down the street who was also really good in the movie. All the performances all around were really good, and you really got a good sense of how much the characters felt for each other. And it also is a very good-looking movie, too. The cinematography is very, very good. It's directed pretty well. I will say that it does slow down a little bit here and there. Yeah, obviously that happens in something like this. The movie runs at about 2 hours long, and I don't think there was much they could have done to cut the time down. But overall, I thought it was enjoyable. There were some characters in the movie, though, that I also didn't really care about. Like, there was this woman at one point who she was borrowing books from, and I didn't really understand her character, and I don't know, she just wasn't very likable. She didn't have a ton of dialogue or anything with Liesel, so I just didn't really know what the point of all that was exactly. I mean, she got free books out of that, but I don't know what else. And, also another complaint I have is I like the ending. The ending is very good. It's kind of sad, but the thing that I don't like is the actual epilogue of the movie, the way they wrap it all up. There's this narration going, and I just thought it was really uninteresting and bland. I didn't really care that much for the epilogue. It really kind of just bothered me. It wasn't a good way to end the movie. It didn't really stick to me. So guys, that's my review of The Book Thief. I thought it was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised. Not really surprised, but I was pleased with it. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you guys liked the book, I guess check out the movie. I've heard that it doesn't really live up to the expectations of the book, but I thought it was pretty good, and I didn't read the book. And if you're just looking for a nice movie to go see and you haven't read the book, then go check it out if there's nothing else to see. So anyways, guys, this is me, lukemick, here, signing off. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you later.